Today we are taking a look at Mikan Yuuki from To Love Ru Darkness. This figure is from the Nyarls Collection line by FuRyu. Today's highlights for this figure are the slightly dissatisfied expression, the cat bikini, and the cat-inspired pose. The first highlight is the slightly dissatisfied expression. Her large golden-orange eyes look slightly upward, while the mouth is kept small at the center of the face with a subtle downward curve. Together with the slight tilt of the head, these details create the mildly dissatisfied expression seen across the face. The second highlight is the cat bikini. The dark navy bikini is bordered by small white frills along the upper and lower edges, with an open triangular section near the center. Several white rounded shapes are arranged toward the outer areas, while thin straps extend from the sides toward the back. The third highlight is the cat-inspired pose. One arm is raised in front of the chest with the wrist turned downward and the fingers lightly curled. The other arm extends beside the body, while one leg bends backward and the long cat tail wraps around the legs, carrying the cat theme through the full pose. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. The face is tilted slightly, with the large golden-orange eyes directed a little upward. The upper eyelid lines extend farther toward the outer edges, framing the upper part of each eye and making the direction of the gaze clear. The mouth is kept small at the center of the face and follows a subtle downward curve, which gives her the slightly dissatisfied expression seen from the front. The bangs are divided into several narrow sections across the forehead, with their lengths changing as they fall toward the area above the eyes. Longer sections of hair descend around the outside of the face, and some curve beside the cheeks before continuing toward the shoulders. A pair of cat ears rises from the top of the head. Each ear is divided between the brown outer section and the lighter inner section, with fine lines running across the inside. Toward the back of the head, part of the hair is gathered together and held at the base by a pink hairband. The long hair continues down across the upper back. A broad section occupies the center, while narrower strands overlap around the outer edges. Near the ends, the hair does not finish in one straight line. Some sections curve inward while others spread outward, creating a series of separate curves behind the shoulders and across the back. A dark navy choker circles the neck, with a gold bell attached at the center of the front. Below it, the upper section of the cat bikini is mainly dark navy and is bordered by small white frills along both the upper and lower edges. Near the upper center, the bikini opens into a triangular section, while the dark navy surfaces continue outward across the chest. Several small white rounded shapes are arranged toward the outer areas of the bikini, with larger white sections placed below them. Thin dark navy straps extend from the sides of the bikini toward the back, passing across the exposed skin before connecting with the rear section. Separate dark navy bands also circle the upper arms. The abdomen remains exposed between the lower edge of the bikini and the belt at the waist, with the torso following a gentle curve through this open area. One arm bends at the elbow and rises in front of the chest. The wrist turns downward, and the fingers are lightly curled into the cat-like hand pose. The other arm extends downward beside the body, with the hand reaching the area around the waist and the fingers separated into gentle curves. The ends of the long hair overlap the shoulders and upper back, with some strands continuing around the outside of the arms. A white belt circles the waist above the dark navy skirt. A square buckle is placed at the front, and a row of small holes continues along the belt beside it. The belt passes through the narrow loops along the upper edge of the skirt, creating a clear division between the waist and the skirt below. The skirt is divided into multiple vertical sections that spread outward from the waist toward the hem, forming the pleated shape. A thin white line runs horizontally just above the lower edge and continues across the separate folds. Toward the outer area of the hem, several white, rounded, and oval sections of different sizes are grouped together, breaking up the broad dark navy surface. From the back of the skirt, the dark navy cattail extends downward and curves around behind the thighs. Fine lines run across the tail and follow its changing direction as it wraps around the legs. One leg extends downward while the other bends backward at the knee, bringing the two legs close together through the center of the pose. The tail makes a broad curve around the bent leg, placing its shape in front of and behind different parts of the legs. Dark navy coverings circle the ankles with uneven upper and lower edges and multiple narrow lines running vertically across them. The feet are finished with dark navy pumps that continue smoothly from the toes across the top of the feet. This figure is approximately 23 centimeters tall. That's about 9.1 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Overall, Mikan Yuuki by FuRyu stands out because this figure combines a slightly dissatisfied expression, a cat-themed outfit, long flowing hair, and a playful pose that carries the cat motif across the whole piece. The face leaves a mildly displeased first impression. Her large golden-orange eyes look slightly upward, while the mouth stays small at the center with a subtle downward curve. Together with the slight tilt of the head, those elements give the expression its distinctive character. The hair strengthens that presentation very effectively. The bangs are divided into narrow sections across the forehead, while longer strands continue around the cheeks and toward the shoulders. The cat ears rise clearly from the top of the head, with the lighter inner section separated from the brown outer areas. At the back, part of the hair is gathered with a pink hairband, and the long strands continue down across the upper back before separating into several inward and outward curves. The upper body works well because the cat-themed outfit and the arm positions support each other closely. The dark navy choker and gold bell create a clear focal point at the neck, and from there, the eye moves into the dark navy cat bikini bordered by small white frills. The open section near the center, the white rounded details, and the thin straps divide the bikini into several readable areas. One arm bends in front of the chest with the wrist turned downward and the fingers lightly curled, while the other extends beside the body, giving the upper half a distinctly cat-like gesture. The lower body continues the same theme through the white belt, dark navy pleated skirt, legs, and tail. The belt forms a clear boundary above the skirt, with the square buckle and small holes adding detail across the waist. Vertical folds spread toward the hem, where a thin white line and grouped white shapes break up the dark navy surface. One leg extends downward while the other bends backward, and the long cattail wraps around the legs in a broad curve. The dark navy ankle coverings and pumps complete the lower section without interrupting the flow of the pose. What makes the figure especially effective is the way all of these elements connect. The eye can move naturally from the slightly tilted face and cat ears, through the raised hand and outfit, and then down toward the bent leg and curling tail. Because of that, fans of To Love Ru Darkness or Mikan Yuuki will likely enjoy this piece very much. Collectors who like cat-themed outfits, expressive poses, and figures with a playful, character-focused presentation should find it a very satisfying addition. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.